Stephanie McMahon has resigned as co-CEO of WWE. This is breaking news within the last couple of minutes. Stephanie McMahon making a statement via Twitter, deleting it, and then making a statement via Twitter, which reads, "Dear WWE Universe, about 8 months ago, I took a leave of absence and within a few weeks, unexpectedly, had the opportunity of a lifetime. I had the privilege to return as the co-CEO and chairwoman of the board of WWE. I cannot put into words how proud I am to have led what I consider to be the greatest company in the world, working alongside a remarkable leadership team and one of the strongest executives I have known in my co-CEO, Nick Khan. Our founder, Vince McMahon, has returned as executive chair and is leading an exciting process regarding strategic alternatives. And with Nick's leadership and Paul Triple H Levesque as chief content officer, I am confident WWE is in the perfect place to continue to provide unparalleled creative content and drive maximum value for shareholders. WWE is in such a strong position that I have decided to return to my leave and take it one step further with my official resignation. I look forward to cheering on WWE from the other side of the business, where I started when I was a little kid as a pure fan. I will always remain dedicated to WWE. I truly love our company, our employees, our superstars, and our fans. And I am grateful to all of our partners. Thank you for everything. Then, now, forever, together, Steph." Wow.
Quite a shocking announcement to come at this time of night, of course. I think that one of the key things in there you mentioned, Vince McMahon's name and the role of executive chairman. Now, WWE has, on their corporate page, they've released a statement regarding this. They've announced today that its board of directors unanimously elected Vince McMahon executive chairman of the board. They also announced Stephanie McMahon has resigned from her role, as she states in her statement there, as chairwoman and co-CEO, while Nick Khan will serve as WWE's CEO going forward. Now, Vince McMahon actually released a statement. He said, "First, I'd like to express my full support for Stephanie's personal decision. I'll forever be grateful that she offered to step in during my absence, and I'm truly proud of the job she did co-leading WWE. Stephanie has always been an ultimate ambassador for our company, and her decades of contributions have left an immeasurable impact on our brand. I'm proud to announce that Nick Khan will serve as as WWE CEO. Nick's business acumen and mastery of the media industry has helped catapult our business to record revenue and profitability. Together, we look forward to working with the board at this critical moment in time to review our strategic alternatives and maximize value for shareholders." It's quite a big breaking story. What's your thoughts, Adam?
I've stopped being shocked and surprised. Don't get me wrong. I didn't expect to see this happen tonight. I thought Stephanie would probably ride it out until the sale, and then perhaps a transition period. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen next. I feel for Steph a bit here. I think she's been put in a really, really difficult situation. Just because this goes beyond business, it's a family matter as well. And I think if this isn't her being sort of, I don't want to say forced out the door, but encouraged to take this leave, I really admire her. I think it's a very brave thing to do, a very respectable thing to do, given the situation.
I mean, given the situation, that seems to be moving incredibly fast. Last week, this time last week, there was talk of Vince coming back and being put on the board. That's him officially back as the executive chairman, which is a role that we didn't expect 6-7 months ago that he'd be back into. But yeah, I agree with you there, Stephanie. If very respectable if she's had to be forced into this.
Yeah, for sure. I think Stephanie's somebody that gets quite a lot of flack from wrestling fans sometimes, but actually from the talent and the staff, she seems pretty universally liked. I think people really do respect her within the company as somebody that does a good job and really does care. So I'm a little bit sad about this. Don't get me wrong, she'll obviously be fine in the long run. I think one thing that this sort of presents is the fact that Vince came back and immediately people go, well, you know, myself included, as long as he doesn't touch creative, that's fine. And then he came out and said he's not going to touch creative, but he you know, like if he wanted to, he still could. It wouldn't be a difficult process for that to happen. I guess it's just a sort of like never say never, and you really don't know what the next step will be. With Stephanie stepping down, that's a big blow. Does that impact Triple H's decision to stick around? They're pretty close, Steph and Trips. I'm not sure if you're aware. I don't
just
know.
a bit close.
It really wouldn't surprise me if things are looking even more different. Maybe in the next 24 hours, maybe in the next week.
That's what it is. It's like it seems the morale has been boosted quite highly in the past few months, and there was reports just this week that with Vince coming back, morale's sort of like stunted a little bit, and it's like, oh, what's going to happen in the future? This must be a big blow to morale to folk backstage. As you said, Stephanie seems to be pretty well liked by the majority of people, and they seem pretty happy when she got the co-CEO role. But going forward, it is just Nick Khan as the one CEO. And he, in fact, actually released a statement himself saying, Stephanie McMahon is a terrific executive and an even better person. It's been an honor to serve as co-CEO with her, and she will only continue to succeed. I'm grateful to Vince McMahon and our board of directors for their ongoing support. I look forward to continuing to work closely with them and my WWE colleagues to ensure our company may thrive as the premier powerhouse in sports entertainment for years to come. Love the buzzwords of premier powerhouse in sports entertainment.
Got to get them all in there.
Got to get them. Just missing premium live event, and that's it.
Well, you know what, Stephanie McMahon, with Tony Khan, they're going to be great together, doing their thing in AEW. No, seriously, I think I can imagine it being a very disheartening environment to be working in, for Vince to just come back after her working so hard. Don't get me wrong, it's his company, he's majority shareholder. He can essentially do what he wants, but I think that's a really difficult situation to find yourself in, and then to just have somebody come in and just be above you once again, who can undermine any decision or undo any decision that you may make,
especially when it's family.
Exactly. We who knows what their relationship is like? All we can gather is what we read and what we see on screen. Essentially, I think it must be a really, really tough thing to deal with, especially with everything that's gone. I don't want to say put yourself in this situation, but imagine being the daughter of somebody who is just coming back into things, given that everything that he's been accused of, and then you have to be the face of that company, even though he's up there. It's a really impossible, miserable situation.
Very tough hand that she's had to navigate the past few months. Yeah, and this is a big blow in terms of like she has, as I mentioned earlier, built that morale up again, and this kind of damages that, the fact that she's stepping down. Hopefully Triple H will continue in his role. As you said, it might. This situation could change, though.
I think it will. I think it'll change massively. It's as I say, very much a case of never say never, and I think things are going to look very, very different in the coming days, weeks, and months.
I thought 2023 was going to be a bit quieter and less weird than 2022, and it's kicking off in a big way, right?
You'd hope so. Things are going so well. Anyway, it's a. We'll see. I feel for Steph. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers, Fraser, as well, for being up so late.
That's all right.
Hopefully we made sense. I took a sleeping tablet about 45 minutes ago. I might have just talked a lot of waffle there. But cheers for watching. Thanks to all of you. And stay tuned for, no doubt, more breaking news very, very soon. Take care. Kiss, kiss.
Love you, bye.
That's what I say do it. Nice
one.
See ya.